Some stoicism. It's a book called The Obstacles in the Way. It's turning basically the obstacles that are on the path that we walk. Tuesday. I think it was like 10 a.m. or something like that. Yes.
I believe there was one of those meetings so fast. They got there like 5 minutes late. And what happened? Good evening. Welcome to the Planning and Zoning Commission hearing for the regular meeting for May 17th. Can I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Human,
Here.
Commissioner Morgan,
Here.
Commissioner Kolschel, here, Commissioner Quinn,
Here.
Commissioner Velasquez,
Here.
Commissioner Barrichello,
Here.
Commissioner Lopez.
Here.
We have quorum.
Great. Thank you. First order of business, pledge of allegiance. Commissioner Kyle, if you'd like to lead us, that'd be great.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Our next item, I'm going to come around the other side. I'll grab the mic. Come around. Thank you. All right, if I could have the former vice chair of the commission, Mr. David Rose, to come on up. Okay. David, thank you very much for your 6 years of service. You were a great asset to the commission. We've got a little plaque here for you. Presented to David Rose in appreciation for your 7 years of dedicated service to the city of Chandler, Planning and Zoning Commission, May 2023. So,
thank you.
Would you like to say a few words?
Oh, sure. Thank you very much, Rick. It was an honor serving and working with the city of Chandler. I look forward to next opportunity to also serve in some capacity down the road. Chandler's a great city, and it's planning and zoning does a lot, I think, more than people think. And it was just a kind of a dream come true because I used to watch years ago growing up Jeff Kurtz and the big vocabulary enhancement. That's what I would call it. I'd write some of these big words down and figure out what they were, but it was an honor. Thank you so much.
And your family has a history in Chandler too. Your dad's here who served on Parks and Rec for a very long time. We appreciate your service as well and stuff. So staff, you have some comments?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. On behalf of the City of Chandler planning staff, I would like to recognize David Rose for his 7 years of service on the Planning and Zoning Commission. In his years of service, David has seen many projects presented to the commission, both large and small, and has helped maintain Chandler's high-quality design standards for new developments. Being on the Planning and Zoning Commission is not always an easy job, and it's a very thankless job. And David has seen his share of controversial cases. So because it is a thankless job, I would like to thank David Rose for his 7 years of service and all the time that he spent with the Planning and Zoning Commission. Thank you.
I was going to say, do you have a phone to take a picture? Okay. Next item of business is the election of officers. We have a chair and a vice chair. And the first would be electing a chair. Do I have any nominations? Sherry?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate you for ongoing chair of the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. So for vice chair, I'm going to nominate Sherry to be our vice chair. And we need a second for that. We have a second. Any further comments? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Welcome as the vice chair. So great. Thank you, guys. Okay. Next order of business is we had a study session prior to this meeting. We had items 3, 4, and 6 that were on the study session. I believe there was an additional stipulation on item number 4. Harley, if you can read that into the record, that'd be great.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item number 4, the stipulation number 5, the added stipulation reads, additional trees of similar species to the existing trees within the basin shall be planted between the adjacent right-of-way and the stealth tower.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions from staff? To the audience, we'll vote on these 3 items with one motion. Is there anybody in the audience who'd like a hearing on any of those 3 items? Okay, see not, do I have, well, item number 5 is on action, so, which is the modern margarita. Do I have a motion from commission?
Chair,
Through,
I'll move to approve the consent agenda items 2, 3, and 5.
2, 3, and 6.
Sorry, Chair, I think the numbers are different on the regular meeting.
Oh, really?
I want to make sure that we are,
Oh,
I got the regular, yeah, so it's items on the regular meeting.
I'm
It's,
so sorry.
it's okay, that's fine. It's 3, 4, and 6 on my agenda.
move to approve consent agenda with 3, 4, and 6,
And with the additional stipulation
with the additional stipulation on 4.
on 4, correct?
Okay.
Great.
I'll
Okay,
second.
we have a second. Good. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great, motion carries. Okay, item number 5 is Marta Margarita. So if we can have a staff presentation on that, that'd be great.
Good evening, Planning and Zoning Commission. This is a presentation by planning staff for entertainment use permit PLH 220061 Modern Margarita Plant Shops LLC. The subject property is located at the south of the southeast corner of Gilbert and Ocotillo Road, and the request is to allow for indoor live entertainment and outdoor speakers. The property is zoned PAD for commercial development, and the zoning code requires an entertainment use permit approval for live entertainment or speakers provided outdoors and located within 1,320 feet or less from a residentially zoned property. Their hours of operation are Sunday to Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Thursday from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m., Friday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. And their hours of live entertainment are Sunday to Wednesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., Thursday, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., Friday to Saturday, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. And the live entertainment will include an indoor DJ and/or live music. A neighborhood meeting was held on April 6, 2023, and a notice was posted on social media via the Nextdoor app. Staff has not received any opposition. However, we are aware that the chairman has been contacted by a resident with some concerns. Staff recommends approval as it is in conformance with the general plan and existing zoning, and it is compatible with surrounding land uses, but the approval, the use permit would be with stipulations. This ends staff's presentation and is now open for any questions or comments.
Any questions for staff? Jeff?
I do, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the presentation.
You're welcome.
Question I have on the speakers that are outdoors, are the speakers meant just for ambient kind of dining type music, or is that meant to like broadcast the indoor performance during entertainment?
Thank you for your question. For that, I would have to refer to the applicant to answer that question.
In here?
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll have the applicant come up. Any other questions for staff? Okay, if the applicant want to come up and make your presentation, and we do have a speaker card as well for this, so.
Thank you. My name is Kyle Mason. My position is president of Mill Avenue Management, the parent company of Modern Margarita Concepts. So I oversee all operations on that standpoint. So with this new build out in the Chandler location, the speakers are for ambient music during the day parts, lunch, happy hour, dinner time, and then it is used for our entertainment DJ use or acoustic sets that will be played. I do have an add-on to that because the hours of operation she's looking for the live entertainment is a little bit inaccurate. We're only looking for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and Saturday just at nighttime with our DJ presence, and then we just kicked off a new brunch where we do an acoustic set during brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. So that's the only time we're really looking for the live entertainment, except for special events, Cinco de Mayo, obviously, New Year's Eve, things of that nature, that we would keep everything in-house, obviously, not outside the public or asking for a extension of premise.
So, Jeff, does that answer your question? Okay, I do have a question in terms of the speakers. You also have garage doors. So obviously in the summer, the garage doors will probably be closed. But in the wintertime and stuff, will the garage doors be open so the music's coming? You won't just be speakers, it'll be just coming out as well?
Correct. We do have patio heaters built in as well. So our whole concept is an indoor-outdoor patio restaurant bar. So the garage doors, obviously with rain, etc., will be closed, but majority of the time we're trying to keep them up year-round.
Okay. Other questions for the applicant? Okay, I do have a speaker card, then maybe you'll be able to come back up and answer some of the questions from that.
Perfect.
So, Krista Bilstein, if you want to come on up. You could state your name and address for the record as well. That'd be great.
My daughter wants to like be on TV too, so
Okay, that's all. It's all good.
right. So my name is Krista Bilstein, and we live at 3021 South Bighorn Drive in Chandler, and this is Hannah. And thank you for your service to our community. We love Modern Margarita, and we've been there several times since it's opened in September. We ride our golf cart. We just live right across in Layton Lakes, and I got gift cards for Hannah's 5 teachers to Modern Margarita because we love a good margarita after teaching, right? And we're excited that there's a late night hangout in our community. But we just came because we had a different experience on Saturday night, just this past Saturday night, and saw the sign posted about this public hearing. So we went Saturday night. Hannah and my husband and I got there about 8:45, just gonna grab some chips and salsa and a drink. It was so loud on the outdoor patio. We couldn't even have a conversation. There's already outdoor speakers out there. What made us really uncomfortable, because I know that people go to Hash Kitchen and places like that to have, that kind of ambiance, I get it. The music that the live DJ was playing, so I think they're already doing this, I'm not sure, was very profane and inappropriate. And I've heard all sorts of rap and hip hop music, but this was different. It's like he was going for shock value. I'm sure that the people at Tryst right across could hear. I'm sure that the people that were enjoying frozen yogurt at Zoyo could hear this. After the 4th song in a row like this, my husband just politely asked the DJ some questions. He came over, saw that we had a kid, and maybe it's just not the place for us to bring family to. And the next song was just the same. We asked the server for our check and just told her, hey, we felt a little uncomfortable with the music. She said, oh, well, you're not the only one that feels uncomfortable. The servers feel uncomfortable with the music that was being played. My concern is just that Modern Margarita is quite small, and it's in a commercial strip center. The indoor, like you said, is open to the outdoor sliding and roll-up doors. It's not downtown Chandler. It's right next to Zoyo, where kids celebrate birthdays, and good grades, and you can see ACP High School from there. I can't imagine people at the Tryst patio want to hear that type of music. I understand that you can't, it's at the discretion of the business what type of music they want to play and what crowd they cater to. So I'm not suggesting, that they necessarily change that. I just won't bring my family at night anymore. Happy to still enjoy it during the week. But I just wonder if there's some type of stipulations to make sure that people who don't want to hear that music, if you're walking, in the area or coming out of EOS Fitness, that we don't have to hear that if we don't want to, or what the noise levels would be because of the indoor-outdoor type of feel. So we're not necessarily opposed to their request. Again, we're happy that there's a place that we can drive our golf cart to go hang out. Just I guess surprised about it because it seems like that's what they're already doing, and wondering like what stipulations can be put into place so that we can all just be good neighbors and make sure that we're not infringing on other people that are in the parking lot and maybe don't want to hear that. So thank you.
Great. Thank you. Any questions for Krista? No, great. Thank you very much. Staff, so in terms of, I know there's a stipulation about the noise not carrying over. I mean, do you want to read, David, or I apologize.
Okay.
Thank you. If you want to, the stipulation in terms of the noise carrying over, we have stipulations throughout the city. What is the stipulation in terms of the noise carrying over into other properties?
So it's that no noise shall be emitted from external speakers or live entertainment in a manner that exceeds the general level of noise by uses outside of the premises of the business and disturbs adjacent businesses and residential areas.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If the applicant comes back up and address a couple of the issues, one, again, rap, jazz, rock, whatever, that doesn't matter. But can you address the fact if you have somebody working there and, with the doors open, you've got other restaurants around there, that the profanity and things like that, this is a family center, basically. I've been to your restaurants and other places. So can you address that? And what would you guys, is that the normal thing we're going to expect, or?
Oh, no, not absolutely not. Just like anybody else, a DJ is a contracted employee at the end of the day. So we're trying to find the correct ones that fit our atmosphere, our culture that we kind of want to present to their community at the same time. My only question is that we only have them playing at a certain time. So the noise ordinance that we play is after 8 p.m. Tryst across the street that you described closes at 8 p.m. So we're very conscious of our community and our surrounding businesses. Like I said, we've been doing this for 12 years, and we're actually on High Street in Phoenix. We're wall to wall next to businesses, just like Zoyo that she described. And in 12 years, we haven't had one complaint. We have apartment complexes that live on our street, never once complained. I don't know if this is an issue about the lyrics, the verbiage that is being used, or if this is a noise ordinance. I'm not 100% sure. But no, to answer your question, no, we don't foresee having that kind of vulgar language that she's trying to describe. I've never experienced it since I've been in my position. And that's just not the ambiance that we're trying to attract, because obviously we want to attract all people, not just one genre, from rock, hip hop, soul, whatever the case may be. We play a whole range of music. That's why the DJs are there for, to help provide that service for us.
So let me ask you a question. If you have DJs are contracted employees, and you must have a manager on site as well.
Correct.
If you have an instance like this, you have a different DJ. I take it you may not ever bring this other DJ back.
Right.
Who's going to be responsible to say, whoa, hold on, you got the yogurt place next door, the music's great, but that's not what the atmosphere we're trying to address.
So we do all of our programming. So everything that we do is built in house. So we have lunch music that is played just during lunchtime. We have happy hour, and it's all just a click of a button. So we build the playlist out. The only difference is on Fridays and Saturday nights when we have a DJ. So yes, we do have a general manager and assistant general manager, and we have key holders. We have about 5 different sets of personnel that are in management that are on property, 2 maybe at any given time, but we have so many people there that can help monitor this. But I think I just need to, since it's a new establishment, maybe lean on them a little bit more about the appropriate music that needs to be played.
Okay. Okay, great. Any questions for the applicant? We'll go to Commissioner Lopez.
Yeah, again, your business and the content of the music you have, again, you're going to have to figure that out as again, every demographic is different. You know, again, Southern Chandler is not the same as downtown Tempe. So again, you'll eventually find the way. I think the biggest, I get the concern would be too, is just the volume, just making sure that it's appropriate for the center. Sounds like you are, you know, looking at and being a good neighbor in waiting to, you know, turn volume up until Trist is closed or many of the other places have closed. And then it becomes, because that also provides a little bit of an attraction, right? When people see music going on and it's a good time being had, everybody wants to join in. So but that's that balance. So you just, I like hearing that you want to be a good community member. And again, in the future, we hope that you consider that when, again, as you're feeling your way through the development here. So
Absolutely.
thank
And
you.
since we've been open since September, and this is the first complaint, as she said, this just happened this Saturday. I wish I was aware of it sooner, that I could have made an adjustment, but I just heard about it about 4 hours ago. So like I said, this isn't something that happens quite often, but we'll definitely be more proactive and adjusting the type of.
That's why I asked your manager on site should have the realm to say, "Whoa, stop,"
Right.
you know, kind of thing.
And
So
my manager on site is, he's he's totally pro hip hop and rap music and that culture, and it's something that he's kind of a big fan of. So I'm just gonna have to kind of reel him in and kind of give him what our modern margarita
Yeah.
vibe is like.
Okay.
So
Never go wrong with the 80s music, I'll tell you.
Jeff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, I'd like to echo Commissioner Lopez. You know, we want to have good neighbor policy, and we're probably feeling everything out, and you're probably getting into the realm of kind of managing this. I guess the question I would have probably for staff would be, in the event that this situation took place and you were a business 2 doors down and you had a noise complaint, you went over and asked to turn down, and maybe it's 7 p.m. or whatever, and you're still operating as a yogurt shop or whatever it is, I guess the next, and nothing happens, is it a police call for a noise complaint? Is that what the next step would be?
Through the chair, we obviously aren't available at 7 p.m. Even after 5, so it would always kind of originate as a police call. We would then get folded into it kind of the next day. It's hardwired into us to really seek compliance and not go the path of enforcement until it's absolutely necessary. So we would exhaust every avenue possible to get them into compliance, and only if we couldn't get there would we go down a path of enforcement. But it would start with a police call if it's after hours, and then we take it from there.
Okay, thank you. Hopefully we'd never get to that. So,
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
If I may add to that, Mr. Chairman, there is a stipulation that is being proposed that says the establishment shall provide a contact phone number for a responsible person to any interested neighbors or property owners to resolve noise complaints quickly and directly. So in the event there is an issue, you know, the neighbor calls police, we find out about it the next morning, then we would want to connect the resident who called with the applicant's phone number, so that if this happens again, there's a direct communication there, and they don't have to continue to call the police. And hopefully that resolves the issue.
Okay. You know, the whole thing's interesting because there wasn't a problem. You get one bad DJ, you know, one person can kill your business real quick. If people, you know, with Nextdoor and all these other apps, like, oh, never going back there again. So that stipulation is a good stipulation to have in there. That, you know, I think what I would ask is that if somebody's there or says something to your manager or somebody calls, that you guys are responsible enough to say, hey, wait a second here. You know, rap and hip hop doesn't have to have every F-bomb in the world going on. There's lots of great hip hop and things like that. So I just think that's one of the things, pulling this for action. So you hear, you understand it. We don't have a time step on this thing, do we, though, David? There's no,
That's correct. Currently, there is no proposed time step.
So what would be, and I hate to put a time step on it. These guys have been good. You were downtown Chandler, I know your places. So I think making you aware of it, I think we don't want to have a situation. So sometimes we put a time step, you have to come back in a year, and it's kind of a pain, really doesn't make any sense. But having you understand what the concerns are of the commission, same thing with council. So between now and council, I would hope that, that DJ doesn't come back and your managers understand.
Exactly.
It's like, so, okay.
It'll change just from a phone call. Like I said,
Okay.
if I would have known sooner, other than 4 hours ago,
Okay.
I would have made the change to my general manager and it would have been fixed like that.
Okay, good. Okay, we appreciate that. Okay, any other questions? Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else in the audience have on this item that wants to talk? Okay, great. So with that, what's the pleasure of commission?
So I'll move for approval of the use permit, PLH, oh shoot, I gotta put my glasses on now. PLH 22-061 Modern Margarita Plant Shops LLC 4165 South Gilbert Road, Suite number 5, generally located a quarter mile south of southeast corner of Gilbert and Ocotillo Road.
Great. I got a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner over there. Okay, cool. Any other further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Thank you. And thank you. We look forward to the restaurant being very successful, but at least now you know some of the concerns and stuff, so that'd be great. Okay, any other staff announcements?
No, just jumped in front of David. Go for it.
I just wanted to welcome, on behalf of staff, welcome the former council member Renee Lopez to the commission.
Great.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yep. We welcomed
you,
her
staff.
earlier during the study sessions. I know Commissioner Lopez will be a good addition. We won't ban her too much in ASU U of A since he has one kid that did go to ASU, so he's got a little blood in him that way. So,
And as I said when I was saying my farewell, I said I wasn't leaving. So
you'll be a good addition. So the next study session will be held before the regular meeting on Wednesday, June 7th in this council chambers. So we won't meet again until after Memorial Day. So everybody have a safe Memorial Day and honor this country by the reason why we have a Memorial Day. Everybody have a great night.